We are here with our favorite elementary nurse, Sarah. Nurse Sarah has gotten 4 grants for the district nurses. Tell us a little bit about what you've received in the past.
Well, we've been very fortunate. We've written several grants in the past and we've received every one we've ever written, but we really try to focus on education. Not just education for the kids, but also for the community members. Some of the things we've received in the past is focusing on building the foundation for education. So we partnered with some community partnerships like the Lions Club and things like that, our special ed department, on better ways to screen children for hearing and vision. Evidence-based practice of the best technology out there in order to give us more tools to make sure kids are being able to see and hear, which is for sure the foundation of learning. Some of the other things that we've written grants for in the past are tools to help us manage our type 1 diabetics. We got Apple Watches, and I know that sounds a little extreme, but it helps us do our job on monitoring those children who have the latest, greatest technology. I tell everyone that we live in the future of diabetes, but if we can't access that technology, it's not worth anything. So we wrote a grant a couple years ago to receive watches, you can see, so that we can monitor our type 1 diabetics while they're sitting in the classroom, therefore minimizing the time that they're out of their class coming to the nurse's office to be checked. So that's huge for that specific student population. I wrote another grant one year for a hand washing curriculum. It's called a glitter bug germs, and it's a really fantastic way to show kids an actual visual learning representation of washing the germs off of their hands. They get as a UV light, they have iridescent powder that shows up and glows on their hands. Then we teach them the correct way to wash that off. They go back to the UV light and their hands don't glow anymore. So it's a wonderful thing, especially for my group of kids, the pre-K, K, and first grade, on effectively washing their hands. So that's always a fun one. We're jumping back into that and we still use that today. Something we want to focus on this year is education for community members. There's a lot of things that we can do for parents on safe medication administration. There's a really fancy tool that we can connect to our otoscope to show parents what the ear looks like, what we're looking at when we see a red ear, so that they have more knowledge on what to talk to the doctor about whenever we're sending the kids for a potential red ear or ear infection. Just things like that. We're looking at several things. We haven't really narrowed down what we want to write our grant for this year, but we know that there's so many ways for us to educate people of our community on better ways to be more knowledgeable about their health and their children's health.